Hey guys, I'm in Berlin and these are my top vegan spots for the city. So like I said, I'm in Berlin for a couple of days and I thought that I would share with you my favorite vegan restaurants while touring the city. A couple of tips before we go on. First thing first is that Berlin is a really big city. A lot of these restaurants, they're not close by at all. Everything's, right around 30 minutes away. So be sure to get yourself one of those like 3-day passes or the 7-day passes that allow you to go on the tram and the underground and also some of the overground subways as well, because that's going to be really, really helpful. So the second thing is, I think because like vegan eating is so a part of life in Berlin, you're not going to be getting a lot of those, like the top 10, the top guides that you'll see for a lot of other European cities. So you're really going to have to kind of search around and then try it for yourself. One thing that I did notice, there are a lot of restaurants with vegan options, but they might not necessarily, it's not exclusively a vegan restaurant per se, but there's always going to be vegan restaurants. So again, walking around is going to suit you best. And I guess finally, something that I wasn't too used to is not a lot of the restaurants have their own websites. Like usually they'll have Facebook pages, and a lot of the times you're not going to see the menu until you get to the restaurant. So it's kind of good to poke around and research just to see what people think about the restaurant. Alrighty, I have said enough, so let's get to the guide. Alrighty, so the first restaurant, my favorite, is 1990 Vegan Living. It's a bit of an awkward name, but it's actually a Vietnamese completely vegan restaurant, and the price is really good. They really specialize in Vietnamese tapas. They have big plates as well, but I would definitely recommend just getting a bunch of tapas and sharing with your table. And it all comes out in one big tray like this. Some of the stuff was really creative. Like I think that those were betel nut leaves. There were different vegetables that were wrapped around nori, and it was just a different type of preparation. A lot of different flavors, a lot of different sauces, and I really, really loved this place. My second recommendation is Emma P, and it's in this really creative artist community. I think right across the street there was a rock climbing gym, and there's just a lot of street art, and they had these wonderful tandoori fries and quesadillas, and they had burgers as well, all really around that like €8 price range, and it was just a super hip, super fun area, and I loved the atmosphere. My next place is apparently a veteran in Berlin, and that is Vanar, and they just basically sell like very casual street food currywurst, which is absolutely amazing, and they have like different doners and euros, and I never knew that curry plus ketchup could taste so good, but this is more of like a fast food, maybe not so great for you, but definitely a very German experience. Y'all might be asking, why are you getting falafels in Germany? Well, it was a recommendation from someone, and these falafels were amazing. They were light and crispy, and they were like presented so well on the plate. And what was amazing was that couscous salad that you just saw on the side, because they flavored it with like a little bit of paprika and some spice, and it was just like an awesome combination. Just remember though, it is cash only, and remember to tell them to hold the tzatziki. My next recommendation is another Vietnamese-inspired one, and that is soy. What I really liked about them was that they did an outdoor vegan hot pot. Actually, the whole place is vegan, and they do normal Vietnamese dishes as well, which I definitely recommend. But I thought that this was really fun as well. It's 15 euro per person, so it kind of goes into the middle price range, but a lot of their normal noodle dishes are right around 8 to 10 euros. So it was really fun, and I think it was a pretty good deal for your money. Now, Rawtastic by Mauer Park was another recommendation from an Instagram follower, and she said that this stuff was really good. What it is none of these dishes is cooked past 42 degrees, and there were like salads, there were pizzas, there were gazpacho, and it just felt like really clean and nice going down. So this was really fun, kind of medium in price range, but if you're into this kind of stuff, I would definitely recommend it. The next restaurant I'm going to recommend is Lucky Leek, and it's more kind of on the upper scale of vegan restaurants, but it was recommended by a lot of magazines, and so I did decide to try it. I would say that you're looking to spend anywhere between 40 upwards to like 70 euro on this set menu, and I think everything was really pretty. Like, I really like the cheeses and the multi-course dishes, but I will say, I mean, I think for what it is, it tastes really good, but maybe it was on that day or whatnot. I thought that the service was slightly lacking, and although the food was good, I'm not sure it blew me away. But it is a nice sit-down place if you have guests and you want some formal dining. Oh my gosh, guys, get ready to be excited. So Veganz is a chain in Berlin, and it's an all vegan grocery store. Now, this is not just like, like your small kind of health food store. This is like legitimately, it is a whole grocery store of like snacks and cookies. That's like some Nutella that you're seeing right there, like all of these different brands. There's, like different faux meats, there's frozen pizzas, there's literally everything. And towards the end of it, there's a small cafe. The food is okay, but just the fact that you get all of these options is completely amazing and an absolute dream come true. My next recommendation is more of a breakfast. It is Brammibals donuts, and this was a big recommendation from everyone as well, and there's a lot of very unique flavors like chocolate tahini and raspberry matcha. The prices were right around €2.50 per donut. I'll just say that because I'm from Boston and I have very high expectations, I loved all of the flavors. The donut could have been a tad softer for me, but that's really probably people dependent, so a very cool place to be. My second to the last place is Noodle Moodle, I think is what it's called. And it's just like a brunch and a breakfast place. Very, very chill. And they only have a couple of things on the menu, like avocado toast, and then there was this omelette dish. But a very chill place. You can just sit inside and eat, or you can sit outside. And I went to a couple of vegan vegetarian places for breakfast and just found them to be okay. But I really love this place, and especially that omelet. It was just super good, and it had this like garlic aioli on it. It was just like very, very addictive. Oh my gosh, guys, so Wilde Hase is a vegan, all vegan Biergarten in Berlin, and I didn't get to go because it was only open on the weekends and I didn't know. So word to the wise is make sure to check their site, because usually it's only open during the summer times as well. And there's just all of this like vegan food. You can choose all of your German beers, and there's pretzels and everything. And I happened to walk by, and it was just like a kind of like a train tracksy type of like in the middle of nowhere place, and it was just so cool and so fun. So I wish that I could have made it there. Well, that is really it for me, boys and girls. So this is my tour of Mauer Park. I actually went to all of the markets that you possibly could have went to, and I just found a lot of vegan options everywhere. So make sure to not limit yourself to just restaurants. Make sure to walk around, and there's just vegan options everywhere in Berlin. You just kind of have to go around and look for it.